And my grandmother said, I told you, I think adopting this Black little girl into the family is only going to cause problems, and I don't want to talk to you about it. And she hung up on my mom. My mom's like, you know what? We're going to go home to Illinois like we always do, and my mom's going to have to deal with this. So she grew up in this big, beautiful farm. We drove to the farm that summer. I get out. Now, I don't remember any of this. I was a baby. I was one. She's holding me, and my grandmother, the door screeches open. She walks out of the farmhouse, her arms crossed. She looks at me. She looks away. Then she looks back at me, and she says, can I hold her? And that moment, my mom said I was breaking racial barriers within my own family.
Really?
So I was getting to know. Now, I fed the chickens on the farm with my grandma. I rode in the dairy truck.
See, that's that bull. I knew it. When the Black woman comes to the farm, all of a sudden she's feeding the chickens and washing the cows and baling that hay. I knew it. You've been duped. You've been tricked. You've been hoodwinked. America, I say to you, my friends, my brothers and sisters, that was a trick that they used for you. Child labor. I know. I know the Honorable Elijah Muhammad has taught me that when they bring you into these white families, they use you for labor.
Oh my God.
I just want to say I'm not
you're like, how do I even come back
But
from
I'm
that?
not trying to destroy your story. But I knew it. I knew it was a setup. That's what liberal whites do. They pat you on your booty and tell you that you're good, but then they set you to work. 4 years old.
So you were driving the tractor at 4 years old.
I know.
Make sure they're all plowed by 6 p.m.
You said,
This man is in serious trouble.
He is.
So I was driving I was in the dairy truck with my grandpa, and I would eat all the ice cream. I still eat too much ice cream to this day. I was totally spoiled. Yeah. And I got to have so much fun on the farm. And then we go to my other grandparents who live in town. And
this is on your father's side?
On my my dad's side. Yeah. And they live, because my parents were high school sweethearts.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And so we would go, I was trying to get over this. And then I learned how to water ski with them because they had this little old boat and we go out water skiing. So I go water skiing. They didn't put me to work. I was water skiing.
Okay, I'll just make sure. It's like we're gonna put you out to water ski.
You know, like
water sliding down there.
Trouble.
This is what I have to deal with.
The bird ball bear to catch his family fed. Then one day he was shooting at some food and up through the ground, bubbling. Sorry.
I know that song.
You know that song?
I don't even know that song.
You don't know Beverly Hillbillies? Come on now.
It was in black and white when I was growing up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I would imagine, because your experiences were so different, that they would have probably caused some issues, maybe culturally, as you're hanging around, other people, especially Black folks, like, oh wait, you did what on a tractor? You did what? Water skiing? Like, did you find?
Right. I studied classical ballet. I studied classical singing.
Oh yeah.
Did you feel like you went through sort of an identity crisis?
Yeah.
Really?
For sure.
Like, how did that manifest?
I think, but I think a lot of people go through identity crises, no matter if you're adopted or not. But I think I was dealing with my identity, trying to figure out where I belong, who am I, and like living in this in between. However, I'm going to be really honest. I had so much love.
That's what's up.
And
I can see
so much support.
Yeah.
And I was with the same kids from first grade to high school. So they were like my people.
That helped.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That helped. You didn't have to go from school to school.
You didn't feel that in the community that you lived in, because it's a small town, right? You guys are in a small town.
Morgantown, West Virginia, Mountaineer.
Okay. All right.
I bleed blue and gold.
All right.
I think that's interesting because, my wife is biracial, and I get this all the time. There's this thing, having this honest conversation, especially, me being a former athlete. My wife is very fair skinned, and people are like, oh,
they always say that.
You married a white girl, and then I'll go, oh, but my wife is mixed, right?
Yeah.
And look how light she is. I'm like, wait a second. And then it just becomes this, and people will attack me all the time on social. And I'm going, well, our president, Barack Obama, is half white, half white. I mean, half white, half Black. Like, how come he's not considered that? And so then it kind of gets into this colorism. And so I ask you, How have you balanced that? Because I have daughters who are mixed. My wife, she's still, sometimes she feels she's not black enough. She's not white enough. So it's like, where do I fit in?
All you got to do is
have you ever had that? Have you ever had that situation? Like where
you just got to wait till the police stop you and you'll know what you is. That's all. It's real simple. A police report. That's all it takes.
This guy.
I do this on purpose.
I definitely, let's see. So growing up, yes, I definitely dealt with that.
Yeah.
However, it really was kind of like in college when I started to have more experiences, because at WVU, West Virginia University, all of a sudden there were kids from everywhere. All of us were from everywhere. Whereas in my hometown, we all grew up together. So I got a lot more diversity in college.
But you were the only black person for a long time?
Yeah. There were about like 5 other black kids that I could name.
There was Darnell. There was Marcus.
There was Rocky.
There's Rocky.
His sister.
They were all
Crystal.
on the football team. No, I'm just kidding.
I think Rocky played basketball.
Okay.
I told you. We have a real good guard. He plays point guard.
Yes. But there were like 5 of us, and we all knew each other.
Okay, that's
in
cool.
my high school.
Yeah.
Okay. How many people in the high school? What was the population in high school?
Oh gosh, I
500,
feel like there were
600?
like, something like that.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
it was small. It was small.
And you have because we're talking about identity crisis. You have an interesting, so interesting because obviously adopted by an all-white family. Your biological parents, mom white, father is
From
African from Sierra Leone.
Yes.
Okay. And there's this, how do you identify? Like my wife, till this day.
So funny. People don't ask me this question. This is really interesting.
I only know this, and I'll tell you, because sometimes when we first started dating, I would always get on my Nigerian horse. I'm Nigerian. I'm 100% Nigerian, and I'm just boosting myself up because I was made fun of. So I always kind of take this dance, I got 100% blood running through me, whatever.
And she's like, damn.
And she's like, and she was internalizing, not in a, upset with me. She knew where I was coming from. Mm-hmm. But then one day we just had a really deep conversation. She was like, it's hard for me to say I'm black. It's hard for me to say I'm white. When I say I'm black, I feel like I'm denying my mother. These are her words. When I say that I'm white, people look at me like, how dare you decline that you're black and your father is black? And then she feels like, I'm denying my father, and it leaves her in this thing. Yeah. And then if she's hanging out with her, friends that are all white, they don't like, oh, well, you're othered, right? And so it's this weird thing about identity. And so you're complex in that you grew up in an all-white family. You have half, your mother's white, your father's African from Sierra Leone. Like, was there an identity, or did you abandon identity?
I think for me, I pretty much identified as black.
Yeah.
And knowing that I'm make up both parts. And I grew up with a whole white family. I know that my birth mother's white. So that is part of who I am. I have to share something which is really powerful.
Sure.
That was given to me by one of my mentors, Ambassador Shabazz, Malcolm X's eldest daughter. We met in the post office. Wow. Believe it or not, when we used to mail things back in the day, right?
Back in the day,
Waiting in line.
I'm like, excuse me. Like, she's 3 people back. You look just like Malcolm X's daughter. And she's very private. She's like, I am. I'm like, can I talk to you? And she's like, sure. So I go through the post office line and wait for her. And we talk for an hour. We become friends. It's a whole nother story. Yeah. But one of the things she said to me in that post office hour talking, she said to me, I get to claim all of it. She goes, I am all black. I am all white. I am all Muslim. I am all this. I am all that. She said, we don't have to go, I'm half this, I'm half that. She goes, I claim all of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh.
I claim
so we get to be everything. So I get to be all of it.
Yeah.
There's no better time than now to drop in New Jersey, right here at the World Cup. 154 jersey, go get it.
Bringing Africa around the whole globe. Ain't no place like home. Ain't no place like home.